And it's 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
And good evening. Yes, finger pointing at the cameras. It must be you. Right, well, welcome all. Right, who we got in the chat? We got Brian, we got Patrick, we've got Patrick, Ron.
We got Tim.
Ron. I can't see. Oh, Steve Knowles, yeah. Hi, Steve. And most of these people are in the panel. I can't see Kim.
Ron.
Kim's out there. He's there. Greetings, pickpockets. Kim. Right. Okay. Right. So we've got lots to talk about tonight, as you will know. The news of the new drone, the 10th of May, which is
Tuesday.
Indeed.
Tuesday, right after the day that.
So without further ado, let's bring our guest on. We can talk more. Here we go.
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
A big round of applause.
Hello. What are your introductions? I'm honored.
In the middle.
It's Sir Ron Brown. We've got honorary knight. We've knighted Ron, haven't we? As you said, Jackie, Ron, was it?
On puts the Ron in drone.
You nearly said it wrong.
R-O-N in drone.
Ron. No, that's the wrong one.
This show is sponsored by the DJI Mini 3 Pro tonight.
Yes, indeed.
And
So,
co-sponsored Argus.
and Argos.
Argos.
What does that mean, that name? Is that just
It's a shop.
Argos, it
somebody's
means,
last name?
Sure. No, it was Argos was a god, I think.
Right,
Oh.
a Greek god, right?
Greek,
Okay.
I think. I wouldn't swear to that.
Yeah.
I'll ask him. Was he a Greek god?
Listen, guys, before we get too carried away, we cannot forget to wish all the mothers happy Mother's Day. Today is Mother's
Oh
Day.
yeah.
Not in the UK though.
but not in the UK, it's not.
Well,
That was way back in March.
let's make it honorary, okay? It's honorary Mother's Day in the UK.
Well, I mean, obviously, the history, I mean, I assume it's the same in America. The history of Mother's Day, of course, was the fact that it was nothing to do with actually your parent, your mother. It was actually to do with people going back to their mother church.
It was 9 months after Father's Day.
Very funny. But it made it a lot. It made it a lot better actually making it about your mother. You know, so, I mean, obviously, your mother was in your thoughts anyway. But but it's nice to have a day where you actually just think about, especially for mothers who are no longer here.
One quick word. I looked up Argos. Evidently not a Greek god, but simply a city in Greece, an ancient city.
I think the god was Argo rather than Argos.
Okay.
Greek god of war. Oh, okay. Greek god of war.
Was he?
Argos was a bit. So don't go into Argos. They'll throw things at you.
Yeah.
They might shoot you. They get a drone. You want a drone, pal? You want a Mini 3D? Start war with you. Now, send Argos to deal with Putin, didn't they?
Well, it's still a step up. You're getting your drones from Argos to sound what an ancient Greek city. Marcus and I get our drones from Best Buy. That sounds like it's a grocery store.
Yeah.
Yes, Tim's right. The war of cheap drones.
Or Ron, you can get them from Banggood, and they will bang good when you get them.
Well, that doesn't sound good, does it? Bang.
If I order from Banggood, I'll get it by Christmas.
In pieces.
It'll come in a plastic bag with no box.
Yeah. And a tube of glue.
Yeah, you're right. A letter. Dear DJI, I've recently bought a Mini 3, but can you tell where parts A fixes to part B? What?
Sounds like it come from IKEA.
Thank you, Patrick. Argo was the ship of the Greek Argonauts.
Yeah, Patrick is correct.
There we go.
Oh.
Send that man a free T-shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a question.
And
We got a question in the chat that we were talking about in the pre-show. The guys it's been flying the Mini 3 in the videos. He's from Blackpool. Been testing the Mini 3 in Blackpool. So you guys are correct.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you, Blackpool Tower is very, let's say, iconic.
Have you ever been to Blackpool?
I've been to Blackpool. I know why they call it Blackpool, but I'm not going to say anything.
Northwest of Manchester.
Blackpool.
Who got a free T-shirt? Was that you? Oh, it's Patrick.
A free T-shirt. Who a free T-shirt?
Send that man a free T-shirt.
Patrick wants a T-shirt.
Do we have? Wait a minute. Do we have free T-shirts?
No.
I got mine.
We have free T-shirts. They're not very expensive.
Ron is writing checks that he can't cash.
So for those who want a free T-shirt, to write to Mr. Ron Brown at
or wait until we hit our 1 million subscribers, then those T-shirts will be sent out.
Yeah, we might have to wait a little while for that. Well, we've got about 339. How many more do we need? Lots.
Well, start recruiting them right now, folks. Get all your friends and families to come in and subscribe and get our numbers up.
Well, let's have a quick look, check up and see what we've got in here. Oh, Caroline, we haven't said hello to, and Chris, and anyone else? Oh, Chuck. Did I say hello to Chuck? I don't know.
Chuck's
Anyway, hi, Chuck.
Chuck Norman.
Right. So
what does everyone think of our new logo that Kev designed?
Yeah, that is Thunderbirds. This is not Thunderbirds.
Yeah, it's got drones.
Above Marcus's head.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And Kev, give us a twirl on your badge, Kev. Look,
Go on then. There you go.
National. Dum, da, da, dum.
So that's based on the Thunderbirds original logo that said IR on the wing.
Yeah.
Now it says DSI.
DSI.
I'll take it that is the Thunderbirds font on there, Kev. We're not going to get sued or anything, are we? No. A font is a font. They can't claim anything on that one.
No.
No.
Said,
Ruble said.
Stevie Elder, I'm sure he was.
I know Steve.
I'm sure earlier on, Stevie, he was actually talking to someone else, and I was in that chat as well. Robert's not here. Robert's out. Can't all his pennies out. He's got to pay for his Mavic. Sorry, Mini. Is it a Mini 3 Pro? It's only one version of it, isn't it? Mini 3 Pro.
Yeah.
Mini 3 Pro.
So, for those of you who haven't seen it, probably most of you have seen it, but
it's going to be cool.
This is there's a guy in Blackpool everyone's been talking about, and so I thought,
Darren, yeah.
Let's. I'm not sure what his name is. I was going to actually message him, but time ran out. So anyway, let's watch it. This is the video that he made of his first flight. So this is not an unboxing. This is his first flight, and he says on it, "Will it fly?" Well, it's DJI drones, I hope so.
Alright, so the first flight with the DJI Mini 3 Pro, is this even going to be able to be flown? I've got the controller on, it's not the best weather, the sun's setting. First flight, let's see if it works, let's go. Okay, so I've got the drone on now. It's now just turning on. Camera's doing its thing. Just waiting for it to connect now to the controller. You can see now that's connected. Yes, there we go. So let's get that drone facing that way. Let's just wait to get a signal and then away we go. So I'm going to screen record from this controller as well. We're just waiting for a signal. We've got that. So that signal literally took about 10 seconds to get satellites. We've got 16 satellites. So first thing I noticed then, I'm going to screen record this screen, but to do the record screen on here, you have to have an SD card in here. Luckily it came prepared. So that is now screen recording on here, just like on the RC Pro. So the drone's on the floor there. We've got 25 satellites. The satellite lock took about, I'd say 10 seconds to get satellite lock. Now let's start these motors. As you can see now, motors are going, and let's do this first flight to see if we can get this in the air. Let's go. Will it take off? A good start. It's took off. All right, let's get it out there. It works. It's working on here. It looks beautiful on the controller. The controller is super lightweight. The drone is in the air just over there in the distance. I'm going to get some shots now on this controller before the sun sets. But yeah, so far so good. So I've just checked this controller here, and this I'll do a full video on the controller. But this here now on the right hand side, just as I thought, this actually controls the zoom. So you can zoom in on here. 4K it looks up to 2x zoom. And then this obviously gimbal here is to control the gimbal. Now you can point down 90 degrees, and you can also point right up to 60 degrees. So the rotation of that gimbal is brilliant on here. Anyway, let's get back to the flight. So it looks like from that first flight there that through the settings on here, there's a lot of things which aren't ready just yet, like the tracking and the obstacle avoidance. Those will all be pumped out with a firmware update once this is ready. Quick shots and everything, it's not ready just yet, but it works. I can test this out more. I can test some more of the camera and photos. Let me know in the comments down below what you want me to test for you. As soon as this is released to the public and it's been announced, then the firmware will be updating all of this, so all them features will work. But what do you think so far? Footage here, low light video on the Mini 3 Pro, first flight, it works. See you in the next video.
Oh, it looks really neat.
Very impressive.
That must admit, it's yeah.
I said, Jackie, on Friday, no, I'm getting no more drones.
Hey, I want to address one thing that Kim said and Kev, you agreed with about selling the Mavic 3 and getting that with the controller. Here's what you're going to miss with a mini drone, and that is the speed and power and wind resistance that you get with the Mavic 3. The difference in the way they fly between a mini drone and the likes of that Mavic 3 is tremendous. with regard to, like I said, speed, power, etc. They both may say level 5 wind resistance, but trust me on this, that little mini drone is not going to perform the same way in the wind as that Mavic 3.
Marcus, that last flight you did on your channel on the Bluffs, would you have been able to perform that flight with a mini drone?
Boy, I don't think so. Well, certainly not with the level of performance that I did. Maybe I could get it up there, but I would have been afraid to. I'll absolutely say that.
But then, in all fairness, Marcus, I mean, if it's really that windy, how many of us actually go flying drones?
Yeah, I wouldn't fly mine in the wind.
Remember, Steve, some of the best sunsets and skies and all that can occur when it's windy. So,
right.
you fly when there's something to film, not when the wind's low.
To be honest with you, Ron, one thing I noticed flying my Mini 2 and flying my Mavic 2 Pro, I get more warning messages on my Mavic 2 Pro than I do with Mini 2. Now, whether it's because it doesn't give me the warnings as such because it's not clever enough, but it you know what I mean? So, I mean, my attitude is, I mean, if it's that windy, I'm not going to fly a drone. As simple as that.
How much do we think that package is going to cost for the drone and the controller?
We kind of know. What did we say before the show, Steve? You think?
Right. So as I see it, you can buy
run them all down.
You can buy the drone and the battery without any controller for about just over £700.
All right.
You can buy the drone, the battery, and
$859.
And the normal controller,
standard controller,
not the standard controller. Now, the only thing I don't know is how much that.
Well, I think if you buy the drone with the Pro controller, that's probably going to be a little over £1,000.
Yeah.
The other thing is, with the Mavic 3 and that Micro Four Thirds sensor, don't kid yourself for a minute. You're going to get way better video with the Mavic 3, a 3/4 inch sensor, which is what that little mini drone will have. It's going to look really good, and it's going to take some pretty phenomenal quality. But that Mavic 3, it's really cinema quality. It's amazing.
And we don't know if the color science is going to look as good on the Mini 3 as it does the Mavic 3. The Mavic 3's got the best color science I've ever seen on any of the DJI products. And I think Marcus agrees with me on that.
Oh, boy. Isn't that the truth? Yes.
Hey, can I interrupt for a second, Steve? I want to answer a question that Marcus has asked me on several shows. I never gave the answer. One thing that the Mini 3 Pro advertises, it has dual iOS. And Marcus has asked me what dual iOS means. And I watched a couple people explain it and read a couple things. And we all understand what iOS does in a camera. You basically you set your iOS. It's usually set default of around 100, and if you move up to 400 or 800,
do you mean ISO?
ISO.
Yeah.
ISO. That's
the standard. You move the ISO higher, allows you to capture more low light. But the bad thing is that brings in noise.
Yes.
You know, digital noise in these cameras. But when you have dual ISO, the second ISO, which while I'm reading, I don't think it's really mechanical, but the second ISO will help keep that noise down as you raise the first ISO, let more light in. So that could be a real benefit to a drone like this, you know, who's trying to, film in low light with a small sensor.
Kev, are you tempted to get one?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. But the thing is, for me, the Mavic 3 is still in its box because I just don't get the time to fly.
Oh.
And so I've been flying the Mini 2.
Have you the same as me? That is as simple as that. What we actually
quite
need.
like it.
So,
I've still got the wrapper on it. I might as well just sell it, I think.
Oh my god. I can't believe you haven't opened it.
You could be arrested in some countries for leaving your Mavic 3 in a box that long.
It should be arrested, shouldn't it?
I am very tempted to sell my Mini 2 and my Mavic 2 Pro and buy a Mini 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Jackie, buy Kev's Mavic 3. You won't regret it. I'm telling you.
I'm thinking about saying to Steve there, I'd sell my smart controller and the Mini 2 for the Mini 3 plus the controller.
There you
I
go.
would now, looking at that, yeah.
Jackie.
We'll have an auction right now. Right, Kev, bring it up. Go on.
$1, $2, $2, $3.
Well, let me throw it back on Jackie. Would you consider a Mini 3 Pro?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Luke says he wants a Phantom 4 Pro.
Phantom 4.
That could be arranged.
That's a good. Ron, you got a Phantom 4 Pro you can sell. Luke, he wants to buy one.
If anything happened to my drone, the Mini 3 would be the one I replaced it with. Yeah.
My cousin thinks it's
Well,
chocolate.
so goodbye, Skydio, I guess. Oh, Jack.
Hey, our good friend up in Canada, Lauren Dollar, makes a good point in the chat. He advises with the Mini 3, but because it has that wide aperture of 1.7, that you're probably going to need filters for a lot of daytime use. ND filters.
1.7. I mean, I don't know 1.7. It used to be f1.8, so I'm not sure 1.7 is even bigger, isn't it? So,
yeah.
Or is it smaller? No, it's bigger. Isn't it? Yeah, bigger.
Yeah, bigger, wider. Wider opening.
Yes, wider opening. So,
yeah.
So, well, I think the Mini 3 is going to be more successful than the Mavic 3 Pro. I'll say that. Sales-wise,
I'm sure it'll sell more units.
I'm thinking about selling the KF101 to buy the Mini 3.
Yeah, you might struggle at Mark.
How much of a Mini 3 would that pay for?
A couple of spare props.
It paid for the shipping.
It is free shipping.
Okay, the tax.
Well, that's what I mean. You said it'd pay for the shipping, and it would. It's free shipping.
I said, I'll pay for the tax. I'll move to pay the tax.
So, for anyone who wants to know about was it the KFC 101?
Yeah.
Hey, let them know it's a pro model also, so good for a little bit more.
It is. It does
Sorry,
say
no advertising on this show.
It says professional RC design.
Yeah, it's a professional camera drone.
Really?
That was the predecessor to the Mini half.
Lauren wants it, Marcus.
Yeah, he does. He wants me to pay him to take it, though.
Joe, you got it sus.
Hey, I had a strange thing.
I might just get an ND film, that's it.
I had a strange thing happen with my drone on Friday.
Which drone is this, Jackie?
My Mavic Pro Platinum.
A Pro Platinum.
I was flying it, no problem. It came back towards me, and I'd forgotten to put it in airplane mode. I don't know if this had anything to do with it, but I got a phone call which I declined.
Okay.
And everything was all right, but then within about 10 seconds, I lost connection. It said with the controller. My screen went blank, but by that time I brought it back. It was only about 20 foot from me, and it didn't reconnect. It said aircraft disconnected, but I was flying it, and I'm going to
answer that question, Jackie. You didn't lose connection. You can still control the drone. You just cannot see the FPV. Is that correct?
Correct. And
okay.
All it said on the screen was aircraft disconnected.
But you can still fly it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going, but I could fly it.
So what it was,
he was laying an egg.
Yeah, a KFC drone.
Yeah,
you probably should disconnected your cable and plugged it back in again. You
probably
would have regained.
That's exactly
FPV.
right.
You know what the old saying is, do you? Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again?
That happens next time. That's what.
You don't have to go that far. Just unplug, replug.
Terry.
Yeah.
My bike broke down.
Yeah.
As we're going,
and
so
I gave great advice, didn't I? I said to him,
Jackie
turn it off and on again, and it worked.
That's what you do with computers, she said. And it worked. Yeah. So we all said to her, turn it on and off.
Yeah. Have you tried turning it off and on? It does work. Honestly.
Didn't it? You got to fight though, didn't you?
Now, we've got a Facebook user here. Hi, everyone.
Oh, who's that? Let's
You got
see.
Facebook.
Hi,
Video.
everyone.
Identify yourself.
It could be.
Oh, Patrick says get a new cable. Ah.
And
I've never had it
Lauren
before.
said that's the
That's
problem that
Ross.
Jackman was common with that series after a phone call.
That was
Yeah.
Ross.
I thought Luke said he had a little fight with
Oh,
Stonehenge.
I didn't
So
know
that
that.
ain't gonna
Well,
work
well,
out.
Definitely won't forget to put it in airplane mode again. You know who was phoning me? It was blooming Uncle Richard again.
Uncle Richard.
Oh no!
Ah,
You
darn
say,
it.
Uncle Richard, you really nearly cost me a drone. You realise
Oh,
that,
no,
don't you?
I did tell him. He
You
was
tell him. That's it. You call him out.
That's nice that they let you fly at Stonehenge over there.
Yeah, Stonehenge. I'm sorry, Luke. I did actually think you said you had a little fight with Stonehenge the other day. I was going to say that's going to hurt your hands. That is, mate. Tell you. I did have a fight. What was Stonehenge? Stonehenge. Now, I'm not sure the rules are flying over Stonehenge, but there again, you know, it's not a low fly zone, so they
No,
don't
it's
know the
English
airspace.
heritage, isn't it? Not a low-fi zone.
In it
No,
National
not-
Trust anyway, and they've got their own rules, but obviously they don't
Well-
control the airspace.
No.
Stonehenge.
It's a great. It's still a mystery to me. Stonehenge.
They
So
never
what-
they never figured it out.
I thought
No,
it was a
I-
clock of some sort. Like
I
a
think it's
sundial.
some sort of time thing, or
Yeah.
is it just where they perhaps they just dance naked at night time?
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Who knows? Was it
And what
Gary
happened
saying,
after that, Steve?
have an old phone dedicated solely to your drone? That's it. Have an
There you
old
go.
phone dedicated to your drone.
I'll just-
That's the answer.
It was just a one-off. I forgot to put it in airplane mode, and that's
Yeah.
what I normally do. And I normally
Well,
don't have problems.
well,
but I
well,
won't
Jackie, the
do
good
it
news
again.
is if you get the Mini 3 Pro and you get that smart controller, you won't have to
That'd
worry
be
about those
nice.
phone problems anymore.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
There's 14 likes I got on my computer.
Only two lights. Only 2 lights. Are we that
I've got
bad?
14.
Come on. Look,
Oh,
I'll
let's
put,
give
I'll
it
put a reminder up there for you.
There we go. I'll put one extra.
Let me
Yeah.
let me go let me go hit that like button a
Cheating,
whole bunch
liking
of
our own
times.
show.
No, I've liked it 20 times.
Yeah, I've liked it a million times.
No, that's 16, 18 now.
The thing is, if you've liked it a million times, you've liked it and disliked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a dislike on mine as well.
We get dislikes on this show, but you know, at the end of the day, you're still watching it, aren't you, to dislike it? So
Yeah.
Yep.
I win. It's a win-win situation. Dislike away.
That's
But
that
don't-
one person that goes around all YouTube and dislikes everybody's
Oh
video.
Yeah.
But you know, it happens, doesn't it? I mean, you know, you could be the best video channel in the world, and still dislike it. You think someone out there giving away money or something? You know, I'm going to give £100 away for everyone who likes it, and still someone would dislike it, wouldn't they? What's this? I did like.
Right. Everyone needs to phone Lauren. He don't get any phone calls. Poor Lauren.
Oh, no one
Well,
else
in
phoned you?
honor of Lauren, I'm drinking my Canadian Diet Pepsi. You can see because it's in
It's upside down.
Diete or whatever in French.
I'll tell her, Lauren, you put your phone number in here. I'll guarantee you at least you'll get a few phone calls. Right, so I did try the
Wait,
Zoom
Sweat
feature.
Robert's in the house. Yeah.
Hello, Robert.
Hello, Robert.
Oh,
So
Hello, Robert.
Kim tried out.
we were talking about you earlier on the pre-show.
Yeah, well,
was,
your
yeah.
ears burning.
And it was all good stuff.
Yeah, it's only good stuff.
Yes.
Hey, let me make an observation here. When that guy Darren was flying at Blackpool, he still looked like he had a winter coat on. It's May. Do you still need a winter coat in England in May?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Possible.
yeah. You need it all year
You
round.
take it off in August.
For about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
3 days, yeah.
Summer is generally about 5 days.
Anyone who hasn't watched Winsford Roberts' show, he does it. I'm not sure what time he's going to do it, where he's doing it, but it's a Q&A all about
7,
drones
wasn't
and whatever.
it?
And
7
he's going to
till
buy the new
7:30.
Mini 3, and he's going to call it. I've forgotten what the name says. No, I've forgotten the name now. I'm sure he'll tell me in a minute.
If I buy one, I'm going to call it Frog because I think it looks like a frog.
Just call it Kermit.
Oh yeah, he's the most famous frog.
7 to 7:30. Show. Oh, that's Caledonia.
Oh, that's what is going to call his Mini 3.
Yeah.
What is Mini 3?
It doesn't seem. Something doesn't seem to rhyme with the other two, though, Robert. Does it?
Yeah, but
What, Lassie and
Caledonia's
Teddy?
Scottish, isn't it? It's a Scottish thistle, isn't it?
It's a lot fancier name than your name, Frog, right?
It's got to have Scottish.
Yeah, no, I'll
Then
stick
you
with
just call your Frogadonian or something.
Froggadonian.
Oh, where's Marcus gone? That means he's eating.
He went to
Well,
get more
Marcus coming
Pepsi.
in.
He went back to Canada to get more Pepsi.
I was scratching my
Oh
nose.
no, Gary says call it a frog because it can go in the water.
That's a low blow.
That's
That's
yeah,
low.
that's not good.
Hey, did your little spark have a name, Jackie?
Yeah, that was called Indiana Drone.
Indiana Drone, yeah.
Before that, Jackie, Lassie, Laddie, Caledonians, you saw that rhymes.
Hey,
Lassie
what does it
and
rhyme?
Laddie.
What does it rhyme with, Robert?
Caledonia.
Yeah, Lassie,
Yeah,
Laddie,
that'd be a good rhyme.
Caledonia. That's a bit loose, isn't it?
Oh, don't get that.
I hope it's Callie and not Collie.
It's
Collie.
poetic license.
That's like it says Cali, doesn't it?
Oh, it's
Callie.
Callie.
Yeah, Caledonia. Collie.
Kelly.
Or cauliflower.
Cali.
Yeah.
Cali.
Kelly, Laddie, Lassie. Yeah, that's not going to get confusing, is it?
But the thing
I'm
is,
surprised Jackie doesn't call hers Brussels sprout.
Well, yeah.
oh,
No,
we're not having this
He
conversation,
said
are we?
that's
Everyone calls them Brussels sprouts, not
Yeah,
Brussels
Brussels
sprouts.
sprouts.
I think the
Not
easiest
Brussels
way,
sprouts.
Jackie, is just call them sprouts. You can't go wrong
Yeah.
with them.
You guys are more creative than me. Mine are mine just have the name of Drone. Hey, Drone.
I like Caroline's, the Jinx Jet.
I want to see Caroline's EDF jet, though. I think that would be good.
Yes. Yep.
Oh.
Cool.
Mm.
Steve, have you got any Ron videos to show us?
I haven't got any Ron videos to watch to show, no. Because Ron does videos that are just need to be shown in the whole, don't they? They need to be shown as a whole thing.
In their entirety.
So anyone who wants to know anything about videos
Yeah, go to
or
Ron's.
drones, well, we've got two people here. We've got Marcus and we've got Ron.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say whose
No, that's
videos
right.
are better because no, but they have, but that's it. That's just it. I mean,
And he's got some nice videos of Margate as well.
yes,
Right.
this is not Margate in the UK.
Yeah, nice.
Well,
The
that's
other one.
what
Hey,
no.
hey, you want to hear another one, Jackie?
Yeah.
When I couldn't make it to your anniversary show a couple weeks. What was it? Was it 1 year or 2 year anniversary?
2 years.
Yeah.
You know why I couldn't make the 2 anniversary show? I was in Delaware and I was driving through Dover.
Oh,
I was
wow.
in Dover. I
You're
was
still
in
in
Dover.
Why is it? What can anyone in America think of original names?
We can't.
they go
Well,
with their
we
name.
either use Spanish names or we use English
Yeah.
names.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Steve, guess where I grew up at? I was born in Oxford.
Yeah.
Oxford, man.
Oh, dear.
And guess what the town just south of Oxford was called? The village of Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Yeah.
Nottingham.
Yeah.
Is that near Birmingham?
I didn't have Birmingham, but we got Lancaster. We had Lancaster right down the road.
Lancaster. Can we have a look at Luke's Stonehenge video?
We don't have any Stonehenges.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah, we do. I did
yeah.
a video at Stonehenge myself.
Oh, yeah. Marcus discovered Stonehenge out in what was it, Washington?
It's right
or
on the
something?
Columbia River. Yeah.
Caroline's right. New England.
Yeah.
But you didn't get down close enough to it.
I didn't. There were lots of peoples there. And it was windy as heck, and I was glad I had the Air 2S because if I'd have had a mini drone, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Marcus, we're not selling a Mini 3 very good here by
Well,
talking about
I love the Mini 3. I'm just saying.
I think it sold itself.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have a sweet.
Yeah, so see, I apologize for us stealing all the English names.
I'm gonna have a candy. I'm having a hot flush at the moment.
Do you keep that in the trunk or your hood?
Are you actually doing anything, Steve? Are you finding this video then?
I'm
Come on,
looking
we're
for
waiting.
it. I'm looking for it. For goodness sake. Dear, oh dear.
I'm plugging it for you, Luke. I'm making sure he does it.
Do you realise how many subscriptions I've got to YouTube?
You should see Ron
Obviously
Brown's
too
got a
many
great,
by the look at it.
Just look up Luke Macaulay.
Ron's got a great
No,
one of Lucy.
Luke, what do you call your channel? Because I've forgotten what it's called. Oh,
See what Kim said there?
what's that?
USA tried to pronounce Leicester.
Hang on, I found it. Wait a minute,
Okay,
guys.
let's try, let's
Actually,
try.
Kim, it's
Try.
officially pronounced over here Lancaster. If you're from around there, you say it real fast. You go Lancaster.
No, that's
That's somewhere different. That's Lancaster. This is Leicestershire.
Leicestershire.
No, Leicester.
Leicestershire.
How do you say it?
Leicestershire.
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 Leicestershire. And you got Lancashire.
Yeah.
Leicestershire. Nottinghamshire.
And we've got a place called York as well.
Shire.
We got a place
York,
called New
yeah,
York.
I live close to York, PA. Yeah. I know York, PA.
Hell, just north of me is Moscow. So
Right, I found it, guys.
That's not good.
Moscow,
Yeah, it's not very
you
good.
don't be going there. Phew, dodgy, well dodgy place.
well, that's where the
Leicestershire.
University of Idaho is.
Right, okay.
What's that suspicious DJI box? Like box. To your right, Marcus. This is from Caroline.
That's the Mini 3.
With rate.
That's a Hubson box right there.
That's a Hudson box.
Yeah, that's the Hubson.
Right.
With a Mini 3 hide inside of it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What have I got here?
We have the video.
FPV batteries.
Should we watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once Marcus is done showing his stuff,
Nano.
there's his Evo.
Ooh.
Or, yeah, his
the postal
All
can.
the cool
There's
stuff, isn't
one.
it? All
there's
these
his Mavic
boxes.
3.
Yeah, that's just this morning's mail, Jackie.
It's not as long as it's not Royal Mail.
Marcus won't fit in that room after too many more episodes.
Good friend of Ron
Matthew
and myself.
Oh,
Strongbow.
there's Maddie. Yeah.
Right. Was it Leicestershire? Leicestershire.
Is there anything like Worcestershire sauce?
I
Yeah.
know, Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Yeah,
Right,
Worcestershire.
okay, here we go. Are we ready?
We're
Yes,
ready.
I like it. Come on, Luke.
We're at Stonehenge, just waiting for the sun to rise.
Oh, it's a druid.
Look, he's going to drone. I'm company now. With camper van behind me. So, we'll see what he's up to. We'll see what's
Yeah.
happening.
Where's he gone? Oh, there he is.
God, he's driving on the wrong side of the road.
I'm going at the same time.
It's the henge.
I am subscribed, Luke. I'm subscribed to about 264 other channels as well.
Is that all?
I've deleted a load of them.
I do like that.
It's cool, isn't it?
That
Yeah,
is very cool.
I like the music. That's really good, Luke.
You should have flown right through the middle of it.
Have you
You know,
been to
look-
Stonehenge, Terry?
Pardon? Have I been?
Yeah, have you been?
Yeah, several times. I used to work near there, yeah. In the next
I've seen
county.
it. When I went and saw it, it was all fenced around it though. Can't get up to it now and touch the stones, can you?
Well, I did when I first went there. We used to climb all over the stones.
Yeah.
The trouble is, every time someone goes there, take one more bit, it won't be enough there soon.
Yeah.
You know, Luke should do professional videography. Oh yeah, he does.
He does. That's cool.
Well done.
Yeah.
Good job, Luke.
Very good.
Thank you.
That was good.
That was really good, Luke.
Spooky music. Right, so we'll go here.
I'll have to put Stonehenge on my list when I do my tour of England.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Kim, Ron, Kim wants you to pronounce Leicestershire.
No, it's Lancaster, Kim. It's Lancaster.
No, he's talking about Leicestershire.
It's two
Happy
different
Mother's
things,
Day,
Ron.
Jamie.
Leicestershire.
Leicestershire.
Well, at least
Sounds like
at least I can say Dover right.
Well, is it? Oh, Rob
Oh
used to live
wow! Fancy not visiting it.
there.
Who
But
hasn't visited it?
this
Oh, you
is
never
true, though.
visited.
You know, we've got. I mean, the town I live in was steeped in history. I don't know half of it. I've only lived here. I haven't got that many hands. I can't.
Listen, where in the UK is not steeped in history? I'm serious. I mean,
Yeah,
really.
it's got a lot of history in it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of villages that are not very steeped in history, I suppose. But
Milton Keynes, I think, hasn't got much history, has it?
no, Milton Keynes. Harlow.
Other than that,
Harlow's got no history. Apart from being
they're
called
too
Harlow.
new, aren't they?
And the
Listen,
good thing about
Gatwick
the best
Airport.
And the best thing about Harlow is that it's 7 miles from Stansted Airport. I like Stansted Airport.
here in the new world, if something is 100 years old, we think, "Oh my God, the history!"
Yeah.
This is true.
Well, of course, I live in the oldest part of the country, so things here where I live were, from some places were 300-400 years ago. That's our oldest.
Do you know what'd be really good though? Because Ron lives. Is it actually Margate you lived in, Ron?
Pardon, Margate?
Is it actually called Margate where you live?
Yes.
Well, wouldn't it be good? Because we do a lot of this twinning, don't we? I mean, I don't know if you do this in America, but
Yeah,
in
why
the
don't they
UK.
twin Margate with Margate?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It
Instead
makes
of
sense, doesn't it?
when Bury St Edmunds is actually where I live, I was actually twinned with some place in France, which I can't even pronounce.
Huh.
Just. I mean, the probably isn't a Bury St Edmunds in America, but it could be.
Right.
Great one.
But there's another famous Margate in Florida. There's a famous Margate in Florida also. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Jackie and I both live on the route that Hannibal took from Cartagena to Rome in the 13th
Pretty old,
century.
isn't it?
Yeah. And
Well, I live on the Oregon Trail.
Oh, yeah.
Gary saying he lives 15 minutes away from the Run the Grand National. The thing was, I always wanted to go. My son went to the Grand National, and he said, when you watch it on TV, you think, great. But he said, when you go there, it's like in the middle of an industrial estate. I'm sure Gary will confirm that.
Wow.
Because what you see on TV, and it's cleverly done, isn't it, really? But it's all about racing, running horses, I suppose. But it's like anything else. You create a video, and the way you edit that video makes it look.
Yeah.
They're filmed. I mean, they're filmed TV programs in around here. But what fascinates me, for anyone who actually lives here, when they see that program on TV, it's like, hang on, that isn't possible, because he just come out of a cafe or a restaurant, and he's looking across, and he can see about 20 miles down the road to the next town, which is pretty impressive.
I think Kim's just said very truly that if you live near an ancient monument or ancient structures, you get oblivious to them, don't you?
You do take it for granted. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we in Brisbane, we've actually got what they call I think it's called the Salt Pot, which is the oldest road sign in the UK.
Wow.
And I walked past it, and it just right.
Hello.
Yep.
What's it say, Steve? That way to Steve's house?
No, I don't actually know what. I think it says bloody blah, Marcus.
Bloody blah,
I don't know what it says. Something on it, but Kev, when you come, if you're going to come to Bury next month,
Yeah.
I'll show you where it's on the way to the venue.
Okay.
Well,
So
a lot
anyway,
of us East Coast of the U.S. We've been to the very beginning, at least of we'll say English speaking, because this is America. I've been to where the Pilgrim ship, landed up in Boston, Massachusetts area, whatever. The
Plymouth Rock.
first people here from Europe.
Yes, I've been there
Yeah.
in Boston.
Jamestown was the first settlement, of course.
Yes.
Right. Well, yeah. Or you could always debate the Vikings say they
Well,
were
that's
there.
true. Yeah, the Vikings probably were, no doubt, were probably, but they didn't really settle it. Like
Well, is this the old geezer show?
it is, Wayne.
Well,
Yeah. They were
I'll
talking
I'll
about
see an old geezer.
tell you what, we'll spice it up a bit because we've actually got a video I want to show. This is one I come across earlier on, and this guy does some extreme, I think, well, personally, but I'm sure you'll all agree, some personally really good flying. You watch this. How about that?
Nice job. That's the way Marcus flies his FPV drone.
Talking of which, Marcus, have you actually flown it at all more anymore? Or?
Not since. No. The problem is you gotta, I'm often by myself when I fly, so Without a spotter, it makes it hard. I will. It just I haven't had the opportunity. I will.
Well, we think something Terry said. Terry, we were talking about actually linking the FPV. So, what would stop you linking the FPV to I don't know, you haven't got a smart controller. I was going to say, could you do
That's
that,
right,
Terry?
Robert
Can you?
linked it
Yeah.
to his iPad, didn't he? Just turn it
Yeah,
into
that's
a-
right.
Good. You can link it to an iPad, right?
Because I think that's what Robert was saying, that he can actually do that, so you don't have to worry about.
You fly on your own.
No,
That's right. I think it's got is it an HDMI on the FPV goggles?
Yeah, you can also do it USB-C too, I believe. I don't know.
Well, the Crystal Sky's got an HDMI connection on it, so I'm guessing does the smart controller have HDMI? Surely it must have, Terry, in it. It's got an HDMI socket on it. Yeah. So how does it work then? Do you have to plug that into the headset, I'm guessing?
I just plug mine into the smart controller.
Yeah, but from where? Into the headset, from the headset.
Yeah, what Robert is saying, USB-C to Lightning connector. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Because I'm just thinking, I mean, that way, if it makes it easier to actually fly the FPV drone that way. I mean, yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Mark, because obviously when I've flown mine, when I fly mine, there's always someone else there, always.
Right. And of course, part of my problem with the goggles is my eyesight too. My left eye kind of.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
by sight.
Yeah, and Brian is correct. You're not going to get telemetry on the phone. You just would get the picture, which is okay. And I suppose there'd be some of the controls that you'd miss, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's one drone I wouldn't part with, the FPV. It's a drone on its own. It's not, well, who knows? Did someone say they might be bringing? Was it a rumor that they were going to bring out like a mini version of the FPV drone?
That's the rumor for this summer.
That
You
would
heard
be
that, then,
cool.
Ron?
That
like
would
a little inductive whoop type of one.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's a 3, Marcus. That's what you're hinting at, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the clock. I'm surprised Jackie isn't holding you to account.
Oh, it's Terry's time to shine.
I thought.
Okay. Well, Terry said he wasn't going to do one this week, but I said he's got to do one.
Yeah. I'm going on holiday for 3 weeks, so it's going to be dodgy.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
Come on, joke time. Look,
1,
Robbie's
2, 3.
tuning in just for you.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
Courtesy of Mandy Dear. Dear Mandy. No, Mandy Dear. Man goes on holiday to Barcelona. Decides to go for a meal in the town down the Ramblas. This fancy bistro catches his eye as he walks in, and this bistro is situated just in front of the Plaza de Toros, the bullring. He orders paella. Whilst he's waiting, he spots a waiter serving a man's meal, and the dish smells, sublime. So rich in colour, with juices oozing from the 2 pieces of tender meat. "Excuse me, senor," he says to the waiter. Oh no, he's English. "Excuse me, senor," he says to the waiter, just before he walks past his table. "That dish you served the gentleman over there, what is it?" "Ah, senor, that is our most popular dish, the bull's testicles." The man says in a surprised manner. "It looks and smells great. Is it too late to change my order?" "No, it's not, senor. But I'm afraid you cannot have the bull's testicles." "Why not?" "There is only one bullfight a day, senor. So only one meal can be served or ordered in a day. If you come back early tomorrow, you can order it then." The man is disappointed, so disappointed, and he has his paella. Goes back to his hotel, comes back the following day, nice and early, straight after the bullfight. First one through the door, and he orders the testicles. After a short wait, his meal arrives. The dish smells sublime, rich in colour, juices oozing from the 2 pieces of tender meat. You can smell and see the steam rising, and it looks absolutely fantastic. He tucks it And he's amazed at the unbelievable taste and texture of what he thinks is by far the best thing he's ever eaten. After finishing, the waiter comes over. How was it, senor? You like? That's the best thing I've ever eaten, he says. But I just had one slight issue, senor. Well, the dish you gave the gentleman yesterday, the testicles on his plate seem bigger than mine. Ah, senor! Sometimes the bull, he wins.
Terry's joke of the week.
You don't call that in the U.S. though, and they literally have big feeds. They call them Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yes, yeah.
And that's a big deal.
Sometimes the bull wins, huh?
Sometimes the bull wins. See, yeah. When I was in Cordoba, we were visiting Cordoba a while back, and they got this dish there, the national dish, a rabo de toro, and it's bull's tail, oxtail as we'd know it. My goodness me, does that taste good?
Really?
Oh, it's fabulous, yeah, it really is good.
Huh.
So it's very nice. But you have to go to the middle bit. I don't want to go to either end. One could be a bit tasty, but the other one could be a bit airy.
Smart.
Rabo de toro.
So Ron, when are you going to go over to Spain then, Ron?
Well, I better get over, soon before we get another pandemic or something like that, huh? Well, now, will I have to pick you up in England on the way to Spain, Steve?
No, I'll meet you over there. I'll be all right.
Okay.
It'll only take me 2.5 hours to get there. It'll take you a bit longer, I think. But
okay. Well, maybe I can pick the Mini 3 Pro up and hop a plane right on over.
Yeah,
and
we meet around Jackie's for a pile.
And Jackie can pick me up at the airport.
Yeah, I'll pick you up.
What's the closest airport?
No, come to Murcia.
Yeah,
Murcia.
Murcia International.
Yeah. Alicante near Terry.
Or Alicante.
Sorry? Or Alicante, yeah.
Yeah.
You can pick him up when you're picking Uncle Richard up.
Well, I don't know. He's changed his dates again now, hasn't he?
Oh,
Terry, I'm not going to see you next week, am I?
Possibly not. Possibly not. We don't know. Jackie and I were talking about doing a flight on the 15th.
That's just
before Terry goes to the UK and after you've arrived.
It's a possibility. Yes, a possibility.
We'll have to sort something out.
Steve wants to go on a bike ride. She's going to get me on a bike ride. That's going to be interesting. I'll bring the bike for. Trying to get a horse instead. We go horse riding. That'd be much camel riding. So who's going to buy the Mini 3 then?
I think I might do. I might sell my Mini 2 and the smart controller and get the Mini 3.
I'm not selling anything, and I'm still going to buy it.
I've already sold a smart controller, so I got some money stocked up already.
Yeah. But I haven't got the time to have loads of drones, though, Mark. I've got 2 theatre productions next year coming up as well. So
Poor old Kev, he just wants to get out and fly his new drone.
That's right.
We'll go to Wales in September.
Sure.
Oh, Marcus.
Lunch has arrived.
That must mean
Gary,
that
what do you want a Mini 3?
That looks like a feast.
Well, where will you guys order your Mini 3s from? Jackie, will you get it from a local store in Spain, or will you order directly from DJI?
I won't be getting one unless something happens to my platypus.
DJI in Spain, DJI in Madrid are very, very, very
insure it. No, I think I would have to part with something in order to justify. I couldn't justify buying another drone. I think I'd be sort of in divorce courts. I think, but I think if I actually just sell the Mavic 2 Pro and Mini 2.
Well, I want to get another e-bike because mine's too heavy.
You can't fly
Well, if Autel made a Mini 3, Gary would consider getting one.
that. No, they also do, mate. What is
Yeah.
the Mini, Marcus?
The Nano.
Yeah, Gary.
There you go.
What's that one?
That's the Autel Evo Nano
Is
Plus.
that 249? Is that 249 grams?
Yeah, it is. Sub
There we
249.
are, Gary. You've got no excuse there, mate. That's
Yeah,
what you want.
there it is.
That's what the one you want.
Controller.
Yeah.
Your package is going to France.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mini 2 will fly.
Very nice.
I'm sure if anybody wants to get me too, they can find a lot of them on places like eBay and stuff over the next few weeks.
Mini 2 is a phenomenal product. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, Ron. You're absolutely right. You know, somebody that just wants a drone.
Yeah, we got an Echo.
Yeah, well, we got an Echo.
Oh, we got Echo.
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 Hello.
Auto. Way too many names, Drone.
Check.
Free echoes around here.
Way too many names.
Spot on, Carolyn. I totally agree.
Way
Yeah.
too many names.
Yeah.
The Autel Evo Nano Plus. I mean, come on.
Oh, look, that Borders drone called your Nano a submarine drone.
We would call it a yellow submarine, but I think he was called a red submarine.
Well, it was
Orange, I believe.
Yeah, Jackie, I was just also your spark was red as well, wasn't it?
No, mine was white.
Was it? What spark?
Well, Sparky.
Oh, I was just going to put there might be a connection there with colours.
Indiana Drone, he was white.
Red
Just a boring
drone.
white drone.
Red drone.
Well,
red
they have
drone,
barnacles all over it now.
yeah, barnacles.
I probably should explain to Brian. So Brian, this is the red one that I originally bought, and it had problems. So Autel sent me an orange one, and it's the orange one that is swimming with the fishes. I still have the red one.
Did he call that Barnacle Bill, did you say, Ron?
Yeah, Barnacle Bill.
Barnacle Bill.
Cheers, Gary. Bye-bye.
Bye, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Time for us to go.
Good night.
So next week, the show will be at the same time in the UK, but different time in Spain.
Really?
No, it's still 9 o'clock in Spain.
You're 9 o'clock.
Well, yeah, but it's 9. It'll be 9 o'clock and not 8 o'clock for me. See?
Yeah, it's only you. It'll be different, Will. Not everyone else.
You will be in Spain. You will be in Spain next week, Steve.
This time next week, I'll be in Spain.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow. Or location or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Steve Gardner on location.
Yeah, it has to be done. It has to be done. I have to go over to Spain, have a barbecue, and come back.
That's it. And then we've got to
barbecues. I'm not
get some
going.
plasters ready for your fingers, haven't we? In case you chop them off.
Yeah. I ain't got nothing left. Oh, God. Oh, wrong way.
And what will you barbecue over there, Steve?
Anything I can find. Old shoe leather, snakes.
Bull's testicles.
Yeah, bulls, testicles, roadkill, a couple of badgers or something. No, badgers.
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
You remember that, didn't you, Mark? You remember that? What a film that was, wasn't it? Badgers, beer, no stinking badgers.
We don't need no stinking badges.
For the young people out there, that's a treasure of Sierra Madre. Trevor.
Was this on? Nobody buying those.
Oh, there you go. That's a real strong protest. Thank you, Robbie.
Robbie says, yep. So Autel replace. Plus, you can get Gary to write to Autel over word.
Well, actually, Robbie has done that. He's spoken to them as I have. So we'll see.
I mean, the rumor is, guys, that Autel doesn't have enough customer service reps. They released all these new drones and did not hire any extra help over there, so they can't really take care of all their customers at this point. Is the rumor?
So one last question, Steve. Are we going to arrange a bike ride for me? Are you? That'd be interesting, that will, wouldn't it? Get electric.
Have an e-ride on Sunday.
I'm telling you, Steve, it could be a little hard on the boys if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Very.
I know. You see, I've got it sussed. I'm on an electric tandem. I'm going to be on the back.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do they have an electric bike ready for you, Steve, when you get over there?
I don't know. They want me to go on a bike ride, but
You can borrow mine, Ron.
more chance of a horse, I think. Well, a horse would be all right. You just get a horse.
You ride horseback?
Well, once you've ridden a horse once, you don't fall off in it. Unless I just decide to
bolt.
I hope, Steve, you take the Mini 3 Pro with you to Spain.
No, I'd say that. I should take the Mini 2 and the FPV. To be honest, I don't. I mean, the last time I took the Mavic 2 Pro, I flew it around that lighthouse. What was that lighthouse, Terry? The
Cabo de Palos.
Yeah. And I haven't even looked at the footage of it. It's still in the road.
Oh my god!
Was that where it crashed?
No, my drone didn't crash. I was flying around the lighthouse.
Oh, okay.
There's some really good footage there. I'm going to have to look at it one day. I might look at it tomorrow. It's just like, I mean, it's a great drone. Don't get me wrong, it's a great drone, but for transportation purposes, the Mini range, the small drones are brilliant. But because I have to take the FPV drone, what's it? It's going to be paper there. I can't see it.
That's my list of videos that I've yet to edit that are all in folders and just need to get them edited up and published.
You gotta have all that done before the Mini 3 arrives.
What about you, Jackie? Have you got any videos?
Yeah, I'm a bit behind with my videos. I've been busy with visitors and guests, so I should be able to start editing next week and perhaps get more out.
Oh.
I'm going to start using Final Cut Pro, Jackie, and I'll be bugging you all the time for advice.
I must admit, I mean, I loaded it. I have got it on the computer somewhere, but I mean, I just find the trouble is, Jackie, you've probably got the upper hand because you've been using iMovie. Because Final Cut Pro is just like a better version, isn't it? Right.
Yeah.
But
I didn't realize Jackie was a Final Cut editor.
Yeah.
I'm on Final Cut too.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tried.
You should be at the Great Florida Drone Meetup. Mark Fisher gave a nice Final Cut presentation at the meetup.
So I'll tell you, one of the things at that meetup that really kind of goes, I think a little bit underappreciated would be a way to say it. We were all in the hotel lobby, and everybody was passing on information to everybody else. Mark Fisher did just a fantastic little tutorial on Final Cut Pro. Ron, you were teaching. Was it
Bob Dempsey Luma Fusion on the iPad, which is kind of a mobile version of Final Cut.
Right. And I was showing some of the things I knew. It was that kind of networking is really important.
And we're back at the same hotel again next year. They had this great table where everybody could put their drones and laptops on a charge and network together. So we'll be right back at the Hampton Inn?
It was the Hampton.
The Hampton
Inn.
So, thinking of getting an iPad for a drone controller, what editing software is good on them? On an iPad, I don't know.
Well, for film editing, Luma Fusion that we just mentioned is probably the best mobile video editor.
What's he got there?
Well, he got his KVM switch.
Oh, okay.
So I can start using that Mac Mini.
Or single monitor, dual computer setup.
Yeah.
What's that for, Marcus?
So that I can hook my Mac Mini up to this same monitor and keyboard and so forth. I can just switch back and forth between the PC.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Marcus is trying to create a kind of editing workstation with the M1 Mini.
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about that, Jackie? A dedicated computer just for film editing.
Well, that'd be nice.
And then
I'm still using a 2015 MacBook Pro, and I've got a external.
I've got one in Marcus. Look.
Hard drives.
Listen,
Or MacBook. I do make
That's
it work hard.
I don't even know what this is actually. What size it is? I think it's about 3 terabytes. I think.
yeah, this one's just the
when
1
you shoot
terabyte.
4K
but-
drone video, you need as many drives as you can get your hands on.
Because that's what you do, Jackie. Don't you keep all yours on? You keep yours on the external hard drive, don't you?
Yeah, I work on it off the external hard
Yeah,
drive.
me too.
Does it delay it very much? So when you do it, when you go
Yeah,
back
and
and forwards.
that's the SanDisk.
Not as long as you have a
version
fast
that
drive,
has.
Steve.
Yeah,
1 terabyte.
yeah.
Yeah, got to have a fast drive.
So that's is my intention is with that Mac Mini that I will work off of this 1 terabyte drive, and then when I'm done, I can just plug it into the PC and transfer.
Oh, so you bought a Mac Mini, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean they're brilliant.
Yeah,
I know. I mean Sean used one, didn't he? I'm sure he did. Sean Matthews used one.
you
Mac
very
Mini.
well may.
Because he was right run iMovie, so
Sean Matthews is quite excited about the Mini 3 as well.
Yeah, he's all in on the Mini 3. Usually Sean kind of doesn't buy these drones when they're brand new, but he's all in this time.
I must admit, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good drone.
Yeah, he's even rebranded his channel. He's showing the drone now.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you say in the UK, a good bit of kit.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, that's not bad, was it, Kev? That was pretty good.
We're picking up the lingo for when we come over.
You guys are rubbing off on me, man. I'm telling you.
So when you put your suitcases in the car, you put it in the boot. When you want to top up the oil, you lift up the
bonnet.
We've got Marcus cracked to tell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bill Marcus driving the correct side of the road though.
That's an issue. Yeah.
We do drive on the correct side. You guys, you drive on the right.
I mean,
we drive on the right.
You think, Kev? I've got to go get off the airplane and drive on the wrong side of the road. What do you think of that?
That's right.
Yeah, every time.
Steve, when you go to Spain, what side of the road will you be on?
On the wrong side of the road.
Same as you.
Hey, so seriously, when you guys go back and forth, I'm not joking. How tough is that to get your mind to switch to the other side of the road?
Weirdly enough, when I go over to Spain, it comes naturally. I'll just do it.
Next week I should be in England on the wrong side of the road.
And it would feel like the wrong side as well.
The only thing is, though, Terry, are you taking your camper van?
Yes. Yeah.
So the worst thing about that is not designed to drive that side of the road. You know what I mean? You know, your steering wheel's on the
wrong side. Here in Spain, I've still got my UK right-hand drive car.
Oh really? Yeah, John.
I had to get the beams on the headlights changed.
How do you find it? Did you find it?
I prefer it.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not. Yeah, because it's obviously it's not so good when you're overtaking because you have to dodge out and have a look and get back in. But
Kim says he likes driving on the dark side.
Either that or the passenger does something like that.
Hey, Ron.
Is that dark side of the moon, Kim?
Hey, Ron. You better not. You don't want Jackie picking you up at the airport.
Well, she's driving on the wrong side of the car. Yeah.
It's better. I say it's better because there's quite a lot of deep ditches in Spain, and you don't. If you're the right side of if you're the ditch side of the car, you can see them better.
Yeah.
That's why I used it. That's why you're my navigator.
Yeah.
Well, I've decided that since I've been driving an automatic car, I've had to hire an automatic car because I borrowed my work van the other day. And I'll tell you, trying to pull off a roundabout in third gear just doesn't work, does it? The thing was, I mean, I had this automatic, and I'm in the van, as I pulled up, coming to a roundabout, I just stops at the roundabout, wait till all clear, off we go. It's stalled right in the middle of the roundabout.
And speaking of roundabouts, I took Marcus through quite a few roundabouts in Florida.
We did go through a few roundabouts, and we didn't have
Literally
a problem,
true.
but we know somebody who did.
We made it okay, but not everybody. Not
Not everybody did, and we'll just leave that right where it sits, Ron. But yeah, roundabouts are getting to be really popular in the U.S. In fact, they're all over here in Idaho, and there are some people that get a little confused by them, but I have grown to really prefer roundabouts. It's an easier way to get through an intersection.
Of course, in New Jersey, we call them traffic circles.
Okay.
And some places call them jug handles.
What?
Yeah, some places call them jug handles
We
too.
just call them roundabouts.
They're circles. They're traffic circles here, or circles for short.
Yeah. Hey, Ron. So you live in New Jersey, so that would mean that there's a Jersey someplace.
Old Jersey.
Yeah. You're in New Jersey.
Well, there's like New York, there's an Old York, and there's a lot of news in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's there is.
In fact, there's a place near where I grew up in Pennsylvania, New London.
See,
yeah, we had New London.
That was interesting because who bought London Bridge?
Right, I go in Texas.
I believe
in Arizona, right, Marcus?
Arizona.
Right.
He thought he was buying Tower Bridge.
He thought he was buying Tower Bridge, yeah. He must have been gutted when he thought, where's all the towers gone? Where's that gone? On the body goes on like this.
He got cheated, huh?
Oh, look, he's eating a sandwich.
That sandwich is getting cold, Jack.
Let's go back to that sandwich.
Anyway, it's almost time to go.
It's very time to go. Anyway, right. Good. So anyway,
if we keep talking any longer, the Mini 3 will be out.
If we keep talking any longer, I'll be in Spain before we finish the show. I'll have to carry on the plane. Excuse me, can I have my laptop down, please? And we'll finish the show off. Don't get a very good signal at 30,000 feet, sir. Or can you fly lower? Not below 400 feet, though, because you might hit some drones.
Yeah.
Right, okay, all. Love you, leave you, and we'll catch up with you next week. And hopefully, it's going to be just as warm here next week as it is in Spain. Yeah. So it's crazy.
Thanks for having me on tonight, guys. I really appreciate you having me back.
Ron. It's always a pleasure to have you on, Ron. And
absolutely,
we'll catch up with you soon.
See you, Ron.
If we don't see you
maybe I'll see you in Spain in a few weeks, or.
If you don't see you through the week, we'll see you through the window. I'll see you next week. All right. Take care, everyone.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. That's it.
Bye, Ron. Bye, Kev. Bye, Kev. Bye, Kev.